Hi guys, Zokir here, and today we're gonna review some canister set from 2008, so from the Kadanui arc or saga, if I can say so, and we're gonna review some canister from the first wave of 2008, so some Phantoka. So you may know that Phantoka is not really a name for Toa or bad guys because Lego decided to release three Toa and three Makuta, so the enemies of the Toa, of course, in the same wave. So this means that there are not six Toa which are named Toa Phantoka or stuff like that. So anyway, today we're gonna begin with a Toa. So here it is. So of course, also you may know that the Toa were, were the old school Toa Nuva. So we're gonna find again Kopaka, Tau, and other five other Toas we already know well. So here it is. So here's the canisters. The canister is a kind of a cross between the Maui canister and the older canister. Why is the Maui canister? Because you still got some plastic part right here, which is in front of the box and not on the lid. So it's kind of a front lid, if I can say so, if you look like that. So yeah, so it's kind of reminiscent from the Maui canisters right here. So it represents some stuff of Kadanui, I think, maybe some works, I do not really know exactly. So you just write in Bionicle right here, and it's also from some canister from the past because the main canister is in plastic. It's not a cardboard stuff like the Maui's. So yeah, it's kind of a cross between older canister and the Maui's one. So here's the canister itself. So as you can clearly see, we have some pictures of Toa Kopaka. Yeah, excuse me. Here. The background is quite the same for all of them. This means that the color is always the same, excuse me. But sometimes there are some ways to change position or stuff like that, or there's not the same works on the background, but really you can't really see well, but it still changes on every guy. But it's not, for example, on Kopaka, as you can see, it's not really white or white fog or stuff like that behind him. So yeah, it's kind of the same for everyone. Yeah, just the kind of the lead, which is in white on Kopaka, of course, and which will be, for example, in green with Liwa. On the back, you can see some stuff you can make with the Matoran. You can make them, put them together in some way in the back of Kopaka. And here's the new launcher, and here's the fact you can put Kopaka behind this to make some decoration and stuff like that, the biocode and information. I do not own the Matoran, so I will not be able to show you how it works with him, but I may show you this with my other reviews on this year, on 2008. So excuse me, I'm gonna talk about the instruction booklet. So it's printed horizontally, it's cut on the legs. There's nothing really interesting, I think. Yeah, of course you have the parts list, and here you have also the fact that, again, how to put the Matoran on the back of the Toa. And here you have some pictures of each canisters and little set released in the first wave. Here's the Toa Maui, and here's the Toa Inika, which was one of the first Titans released on the first wave. And I think that's quite all, so we're gonna talk about the set itself right now. So the color scheme is dark gray and white. The dark gray will be the main color of every Toa Phantoka, if I can say so, of the three Toa with this wave. So the main color is they will all share some dark gray in their color scheme, and then add some other color, like for example for Kopaka it's white, but for the white it will be lime green, or for Poatu it will be orange. And for the Makuta the main color is black. So anyway, here's the legs. As you can see, it's pretty simple. In fact, it's just a combo, if I can say so, between some Inika and Pirakas. So here, of course, you got some metal pelvis, then you got double long connectors in dark gray, then you got some tight armor in white, so nothing really new. Then I think this part is new, so it's the Piraka leg in dark gray, which was not with before. And here is the second type of Inika feet, and I don't really know. I don't think it was with before because Matoro or Inika got the feet with little claws at this side. So I think it's pretty newly colored because I do not see that in any Titan. So I think this may be a new color for the time, of course. So that's quite all. There's nothing really interesting to talk about two-way colors. Then we're gonna talk about the upper part of the body itself. So excuse me, yeah, I may just put off this part. the Mid-Axe Sky Blaster, which is a new projectile. So as you can see here, the frame and the body frame is Unica 1, so nothing very new again. So it's in white. Matoro got also this one in white, so nothing very new here. Then you have the arms, which are kind of the same as the leg, as you can see, because it uses exactly the same parts. So this is this type of canister which uses 4 times the same parts as arms and legs. Yeah, then what we're gonna talk about? Yeah, of course, if you look on the back, you got this special part which is made with some Unica shoulder armor to put the Matoro on it with this part right here. And also you got some wings because yeah, on Cardani, kind of every canisters and even little set can fly around. So this time with the Toas they put some mechanical stuff. So Kopaka got some wings. So of course it's a new part. As you can see, it's not really strange shape or weird shape. It's really blocky and it's kind of nice. It's okay. I think it will be very useful to put on every type of MOX because it can fit very well with all other type of parts. It's not really that specific. It's just simple wings. So it's kind of nice to have simple design, even if it's not really, if I can say so, extraordinary or really atypical. So anyway. Yes, for the back part, we're going to talk about the head right now. So it's a metal head, but with the brain eyes part, which is the same from Kongu released in 2007. So this means that there are no the back part of the head. There is, as you can see, an axle R. And every Toa on this year will got this type of head. Really useful for mockers who want to put some kind of air, if I can show some air, yeah, on the back of the head. And for the mask, we're gonna find this one. So do not try really to search the similarities between the old Kopakas and this new. And also don't really try to. I don't think it's really useful to try to search some similarities between all the Toa Nuva in 2008 and their 2001 or 2002 counterparts, because they are nothing in common in the most way. So for some it's a disappointment. And personally, I don't really care that much because I think that the designer changed between the years, so maybe the new designer don't really want to have to make exactly the same stuff as before. So anyway, here's the mask, and it's pretty close to the past again this time for this one, because as you can see, it shares the fact that it's not symmetrical. So you got you got a little visor on this part, so it scans the whole mask. As you can see, also it's really bulky on this part, where it is really bulky, and then it's kind of curved right here. It's a really nice one, and you got some laser saber from the Star Wars team in red here. And I think that's quite all. So I'm just gonna put this on the head. Of course, you have the axle directly into the mask. So that's quite all. Well, we're almost done, so I'm just gonna put off this stuff, and then we're gonna add, of course, to fill the all, some Unica armor, chest armor, yes, excuse me, in dark metal, as you can clearly see. And it's I think it's new because I think this is a new color for this part. I think. I'm not really that sure. So we're gonna put this really simply, and here we go. It just missed the weapon, and as you may wonder, Kopaka does not have a projectile and then a weapon, because it's this kind, excuse me, of of canister which we got just one weapon, and the weapon is usually the projectile itself plus some add-on. So here is a projectile, so it's a Mid-Axe Sky Blaster. As you can see, it fires some Zamosphere, so nothing very new, and you just have to put your finger like that and fire. So it works perfectly. And also, as you can clearly see, you have 4 Zamor in there, so it means that you can fire at will tons of time, like 4 times the stuff. And it's kind of nice, so it's really quite of an improvement in comparison to the old Zamor launcher, because this time the Zamor does not really don't fall off, so it's quite nice. You can see it's really all did well, so yeah. And the little add-on of Kopaka, of course, is this stuff. I'm gonna try to search the word for this. Excuse me. I do not. Yeah, excuse me. Okay. I do not have the word, so excuse me. Anyways, it's something you can put on your it's also used in the real life on some rifle. you have to put some kind of a little sword on the side, on the front side of your rifle. So it's kind of the same stuff. This is what I want to mean. So it's of course the new mold, and it also got this little laser right here. And we're gonna put this right there on these two ends, and we are done. We have finished Kopaka. So I'm gonna put this like that. So excuse me, I'm gonna put in maybe more in some front pose right here, and then do a little turnaround with this set. And that's quite all. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the articulation now. So in fact, it's kind of the arms are kind of limited, of course, if you choose to let him in like the final steps, because he will hold the weapon with his two arms. So it means that the two arms are independent, dependent of them of each other. So it's not really interesting. And also the fact that, as you can clearly see, because of the armor is put on the inside, inside the arm, kind of strange to say that, but it's put inside and not on outside right here. Because it's put like that, the arms block at like a little 90 degrees. So it really make it really blocks the movement. If you want my opinion, it really restrains the movement, and you can do that much pose if you want him to hold the weapon with his two arms and also do some pose. So that's really a drawback for me, this articulation on this point. So of course you can put this off and try and do some other pose, but yeah, apart from that, it's kind of limited. Even if you do not choose to put the two arms on the weapon, as you can see, it will still go kind of less than 90 degrees, so it kind of badly articulated, for me at least. The head can't look down, but can look on the side and up also. The wings can just rotate like that, but it's still nice, I think, if you want to make even if you don't really have to move this, because the position is quite nice, so you may just do that. Maybe, yeah, make them like that, but you will not do something like that. Or maybe if you have some explanation for this stuff, this kind of stuff. And then you got the legs. Of course, they are very well articulated, much more than the arms itself, so of course, there is no problem on this point. And I think that's quite all for Kopaka Nuva Phantoka, if you can say so. So I'm just gonna try to make some pose. Oh yeah, okay. And as you can see, it's really hard to make some pose also. It depends on how you put the connectors on this axle, on this axle hole. So it's really hard to make some decent pose, I think, with this cannon. Oh yeah, it's kind of nice, this one. So yeah, we're gonna try. Yeah, I'm just gonna let this like that. And I'm gonna do a little sum up. So what's to like and not to like on this set. So what's to like first? You may know that the articulation are kind of bad on the arms, and the fact that you have to hold this weapon on with the two arms is really a drawback. So in fact, you can just put this off, of course, and tweak your Toa and put this on the other side. But I review the set in their final form, so I do not review tweaked set or modded set. So anyway. So it's kind of, for me, it's really a drawback, because for the possibility, it's really bad on the arms point, and for me, it's really a bad point. Also, the frame is not really that original, because in fact, it's just an Indica frame. There is nothing really new, apart from the wings, which are kind of a nice parts. Also, the fact that we build 4 times the same stuff for the arms and legs is not really that interesting. And yeah, because also the parts are not really new. So apart from the Bionicle legs and the feet, and of course as the 2008 special parts like the mask, the wings, and the new mid-axe blasters, there are nothing really new or interesting in there. So it's a simple part pack, if you want my opinion. It's not really an awesome one, but it's still nice. And I think that's quite all for the drawback here. Of course, some people may say that it does not really look like his old Toa Olda or Toa Nuva counterpart. Personally, I don't really care, as I've said earlier, because I just take it like that. If he's got a good design and he's not looking like the old one, I'm not really disappointed by that. So yeah, for some people it might be a problem, for some other not. So I'm in this case of I'm this type of people personally. I'm not really disappointed by this design. It's 1,002 min, excuse me. And for the good points, so yeah, the legs are pretty well articulated, but that's not really new. And every set from 2004 are pretty well articulated on the legs, so that's not really interesting. The color scheme is nice, I think. The dark gray goes pretty well with every color, but still it goes well with the white. And the mask also is nice. I especially like this little add-on on the weapon. The wings are kind of cool also, but apart from that, it's not really an awesome toy in my opinion, because it still has the big drawback on the arm stuff. So yeah, for me it's not really that impressive at all. It's kind of just your Overwatch Inika body, Inika frame with some modifications. So it might please some people, I think, because it's not really that bad, but I think we still need some to put some tweak on this set to make him really perfect, because at this point is not that good. Is good but not that great. That's what I want to mean. So yeah, I think that's all on Kopaka. I hope you have made your own opinion on this set. So yeah, nice, but will not be but kind of forgettable. And I think that's all. So I hope you enjoyed my review, and see you later for another Bionicle review. Bye bye.